I think we need to have a serious reflection as to why the UK's national hub was closed for 24 hours. And I think we need to make sure that we don't repeat an instance like that again. Because we did lose power to 1/3 of the airport, but we didn't operate a flight that day. And we can look at the why and how it came about, but the reality was that the airport wasn't resilient enough for something which is so critical.
Are you satisfied with the report that came out?
I think there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered. And I do feel that we could have had some limited operations on the day. I think we could have got aircraft coming back in for arriving passengers, and that would have left us in a better position to operate more of the programme in the recovery period. And I'm not convinced that there is enough recovery actions in the report to give us that confidence.
Are you seeing any weakness in transatlantic bookings as a result of what one might describe as a perceived anti-Americanism?
We flagged that we did see some softness in the non-premium cabin out of the United States, but what we have seen is robust demand in premium cabins. And actually everything that we see, we show that people from the UK and Europe are travelling to the US. And, that's based on all the booking data that we have in front of us.
Do you imagine you'll have to incentivise in the winter? That's a very posh way of saying discount the seats to fill the planes.
Yeah, look, I think we're a long way away from looking at the booking profiles for winter.
Really?
And what I would say is there's always shoulder and trough periods where we'll be very competitive, and I wouldn't expect that to change.
I've always said that BA consumers, BA flyers, have a very peculiar relationship with the airline. Everybody feels that they're your personal boss. But it does mean that when you make a change like you did with BA, with the Executive Club to the Club, the loyalty programme, there was a huge furore about it.
No, I think actually if I look at what we've done with loyalty over the last couple of years, it's a much better programme today than it was 2 years ago. We reduced the charges for redeeming flights, we increased the number of seats available for redemptions, and now we've moved to spend-based tier. And ultimately, it's recognising revenue rather than distance, and we think that's fairer.
The level of vilification was quite extraordinary.
Well, look, I think if you look at modern loyalty programs, there's nobody out there building programs based on distance anymore. It's all about the share of wallet and revenue, and I think it's fair, and I think it's a transition that the industry's making, and I think we had to seize the bullet and go with it. And I think it will bed in as being the right program. We're already seeing, I think, the positives of it in terms of the behaviour.